This is a special message to all my late bloomers. Late. Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, almost said March, definitely not March, Friday, May 14th. This is episode 88 of Fearless Fridays. As always, I welcome you to the show, whether it's your first time watching or your return watcher. Welcome, 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 and thank you for joining me. So listen, this message is for anybody out there who is now or has ever considered themselves a late bloomer, myself included, because sometimes I'm like, dang, I'm a late bloomer. Listen, this is the question that I have for you, for me, for all of us. Whose clock are we watching? Whose clock are we judging ourselves against? We have all these lists, 50 under 50, 40 under 40, 30 under 30, 20 under 20. Soon we're going to have like a 10 under 10 list, okay? 10 top achievers under 10 in their field. It's it's crazy. That sounds ridiculous, right? Top 10 achievers in their field by the age of 10. It sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous. But I also think it's ridiculous that we have started to measure ourselves against these lists. I think it's fine to have goals and visions and passions and dreams. I think all of those things are fine and I think they're necessary. And a goal, as we all know, is a dream that has a date. Okay? So I think it's fine to say, I want to achieve this thing or these things by this date or by this age or by this year. I think that's fine. But I think we've gotten so caught up in these lists and people sharing their wins on social media, and we have started to judge ourselves against all these other things that have nothing to do with our lives. All these lists, social media posts, society standards, family standards, friend standards, social circle standards. We have all of these ways that we're judging ourselves, and we're not allowing ourselves to just bloom when we bloom. Everybody's not going to come to everything at the same time. And this is something that I have had to remind myself, and I still remind myself, because oftentimes I feel like, man, I came to this late. Like, I wish I had come to this 5 years ago or 10 years ago. I wish I had this realization, or I wish I had done this thing, or I wish I had achieved this specific goal that was monumental to me. I wish I had done it sooner. But when I sit and I think about those things that I wanted to happen sooner, and I think about when they happen, and I think about the time that transpired and all of the things that transpired between the time I thought it should happen and the time it actually happened, I realized that I needed it to happen when it happened for me. There were things that I needed to learn. There were ways in which I needed to grow. There were experiences that I needed to have, that if that monumental thing had happened when I thought it should happen, there are a lot of things in my life, great things in my life, that wouldn't have happened for me. And also, when I achieved that thing, perhaps I wouldn't have truly been ready for it because I rushed it, or whatever. I hadn't learned what I needed to learn. So I just want to, remind us that things happen in their time. It's about the journey. Again, another lesson that I have really taken hold of is truly about the journey. And I know that that can sound so cliche, and sometimes it's annoying to hear that when you feel like other people are on the fast track and your journey is like super slow. I know it can be annoying to hear, oh, it's all about the journey. But it truly is about the journey. It truly is about the journey. Sometimes the things that we want to happen very, very quickly for us need to happen very, very slow. And sometimes the things that we think will take a long time actually will happen quicker. So crush the clock. Figure out whose clock you're looking at. And if it's not your own, crush it. You don't have to achieve anything by anybody else's timetable. God has put you on a journey that is very specific to you. So stay on that journey, because if you try to rush it, if you try to achieve something by a certain age just because you think that is the age by which you should have achieved that thing, you might be rushing it. You might get there and realize, I don't know how to handle this. I should have taken my time. There are a lot of things that I should have learned, or there are a lot of life experiences that I need to have before I get to that space. So it's okay if you are a late bloomer. Again, I put late in quotation marks because late according to whom? It's okay if you're not a billionaire before 30. It's okay if you don't own 20 properties before 40. It's okay. Because when those things are meant to happen for you, they will happen for you. Now, this is the thing. You have to do the work. You have to prepare yourself. You can't just sit back and say, well, it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. No, no, no. Because there's no such thing as luck, right? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Mind, body, spirit. Learn what you need to learn. Live your life. Have life experiences. Do the things that you need to do. Make wise decisions. Prepare yourself for the thing that you say that you want, so that when it comes, when the opportunity comes, you're ready for it. And that's your luck. It's not really luck. It's preparation meeting opportunity. So yeah, things will happen in their time, but prepare yourself for the things that you say you want, so that when the opportunities arise, you are ready to seize them. And guess what? When that right opportunity comes and you have prepared yourself fully, it's not going to matter how old you are. It's not going to matter when it's happening. The only thing that's going to matter is that it is happening for you in this moment. And whatever that moment is for you, that's the right time. When you are prepared for it and the opportunity comes, and those two things, preparation and opportunity, meet, and you are in that moment, that is the right moment. So crush the clocks. Leave these lists alone. Stop looking at social media to define your timetable for your life. And pray and prepare and determine that when this thing comes, I'm going to be ready for it. It's not going to pass me by. I'm not going to miss it. Looking at what everybody else is doing and, oh my God, this person just did this and that person just did that. It doesn't matter. Tunnel vision on your journey. Stay on your journey, so that when the opportunity comes, you are fully prepared for it. And in that moment, that will be the right time. A message to all my late bloomers. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope it blessed you and encouraged you in some way. I just wanted to share that today, because sometimes I consider myself a bit of a late bloomer, but I have to remind myself of those things. I have to remind myself to prepare myself for what I say I want, and then the opportunity will come. And when the opportunity comes, I'll be ready. And that will be the right time. Short and sweet for y'all today. Happy Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, the euphoria of fearlessness trumps the comfort of staying safe. Don't rush into something because you're afraid of being judged by somebody else's timetable. Don't rush. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.